Hello. Tonight we will talk about gay rights. I'm James, I will be your moderator. This is Johana. She is for gay rights, and this is Karina. She's against gay rights. Let's get into things. Johana, how are gays treated in society?
Gays are treated very poorly in society. Often they are bullied and even discriminated against.
Why do you think that is?
I feel like the label makes people uncomfortable, but we are all human, and just because we have different preferences on who we love shouldn't make it morally wrong.
Karina, same question. How are gays treated in society?
They are treated fairly, not only because they make a choice of their own makes them be treated any different.
Why do you think that treatment is fair?
Because in the Bible it says that a relationship it should be only with a man and a woman, not with the same sex.
Okay, Joanna. Should gays have marriage equality?
Yes. From what I was previously saying, gay people are just like anyone else. Marriage should be between two people who love each other, and just because it's the same sex doesn't mean that it's wrong.
And you, Karina? How do you feel about marriage equality?
I said no because it wouldn't be a marriage of itself. Like I said, a marriage is between a man and a woman.
Karina, do you feel that gays are persecuted in American society?
No, I don't think homosexuals are persecuted.
What about in foreign countries?
Yes, they are persecuted, but it is because they have different religious beliefs.
Do you have any comments on Karina's statement?
Although a major religion is Christianity, in which in the Bible it says that marriage should be between a man and a woman, but also it says other factors like such as you shouldn't cut your hair, you shouldn't place tattoos on your body, but we do not take those things literal in the modern society. So I think that is morally wrong because it also says to be kind and humble, and persecuting homosexuals isn't doing that.
I see. How do you feel gays are treated in foreign societies?
In countries like Nigeria and Brazil, they're actually persecuting them and bullying them at the same time, and that is definitely not right.
Okay, Karina, question for you. Who benefits from gay marriage being banned? Who benefits from gay marriage being banned?
The majority of Americans, because it will give them a peace of mind.
Would you care to expand on that?
Because if society accepts that homosexual is right, there's going to be more gay people, and that's not what we want. Because it's going to be our norms, it's going to be to do that.
Joanna, who benefits from gay marriage being banned?
No one benefits from it. People are fighting so hard to fight against this, but in the long run, it doesn't even affect them. If gay people want to be married, they should be able to. And this is not right because homosexuals are being deprived from their rights.
Karina, how does gay rights relate to the Scarlet Letter and what happened in the events in that book?
Didn't you ask me that? Homosexuality is related to the Scarlet Letter because in the Scarlet Letter, Hester committed a sin, but she learned from her mistakes, and that's how homosexuals should feel. Also, they should be free. They should feel ashamed of what they're doing for being with the same sex.
Okay. And how do you relate the struggle for gay rights to the Scarlet Letter?
I relate this because homosexuality struggle on a daily basis, and Hester and Pearl were discriminated against even by walking down the street. People are on edge when they're around homosexuality communities, and this isn't right. And just because Hester made her mistakes, it doesn't mean that they're a bad person. And homosexualities, they're considered bad people just for being themselves, and that is morally wrong.
In the Scarlet Letter, Hester was ostracized, and her actions had an effect on her conscience and mental health. Do you feel that gay people are the same as Scarlet?
Yes, because it's a mental problem that homosexuals have, and because it was his choice. And for them to be corrupt, they need to have a electrical shock therapy.
Wow. Johana, do you have anything to say about that?
Yes, I do. So you're telling me that just because you want a haircut, you should deserve electrical shock because you're not following the rules of the Bible? Or if you receive a tattoo on your skin, that you shouldn't receive electrical shock to fix you?
Yes, because on the Bible it says several things that you should follow, not only because you're having different thoughts. You should be doing something else, like we go back to being with the same sex.
Oh, I see. Johana, how do you feel that the struggle for gay rights compares to the Crucible?
I feel like in the Crucible, people were getting attacked for being witches by word, and they believed it was a negative thing.
To be a witch, yes.
You go.
Gays are attacked for being homosexual, but people view this as a negative thing. Why should it be viewed as a negative thing? Although they're accused, some people are actually not. So why would you put a negative mentality in that kind of form?
I see. Karina, how do you feel that the struggle for gay rights connects to the Crucible?
On the Crucible, we're trying to get rid of the witches, right? Because they were doing bad stuff and everything. And then now in society, we're trying to get rid of the homosexuals because it's not right for them to be together.
I see. Can you summarize why you were for gay rights?
Yes. I believe that humans are humans and that we all deserve equal opportunities. Just because of our sexual preferences, we shouldn't be discriminated because of who we're born as and who we are. We should all be treated equal. And America is supposed to be for equality and freedom.
That was very nice. Karina, could you summarize why you were against gay rights?
Yes. I'm against homosexuality because not only because it looks wrong, but like it also because gay men are in the highest risk group for having serious diseases, and that can cause for people to be getting spread with disease. And because whenever they're in a relationship, they're the ones that get like a higher temper than a regular couple, and then if they want to be forming a family, they can't because either they're not going to let them because of their temper or because they're in the same sex relationship.
Johana, how would America be different if gays could marry?
America is supposed to focus on freedom. Why are we going to label ourselves as free if not everyone has equality? We are all humans, and we need to stand on our word. We are the land of the free, so I believe that this will just strengthen our stand on freedom.
Karina, how would you feel America would be different if gays could marry?
America wouldn't be any different because they would have their morals, and because if they try getting married with the same person, they would just want to try to be getting married with everyone.
I see. That's all we have. Hello, I'm James. I'm here with Tyreese, an expert on homosexuals.
Woo!
Tyreese, from a scientific perspective, how do you feel about homosexuals?
Well, James, homosexuality is a very interesting topic when it comes to science. While there's no concrete evidence proving that science is even involved, There are very many interesting theories floating around.
Okay, Tyreese. What I want to know is there a gay gene? Is there a gene that makes people homosexual?
Well, currently, researchers are looking into a gene known as XQ28. It's a hypothetical X chromosome that may or may not be linked to homosexuality.
Interesting. Pause. What studies have there been to find the gay gene?
Well, a scientist named Dr. Bailey gathered 40 gay twins and took samples of their DNA. What he found was that in their X chromosome, there was a similar region where they each had the same exact pattern of DNA samples, and that is where he believes the X chromosome gay gene lies.
Have there been any other studies or tests or trial runs to test homosexuality?
Well, there's one other theory that suggests that instead of DNA being the defining factor of homosexuality, it might happen within your mother's womb. What happens when you're in your mother's womb is that your hormones clash together constantly, and that's what defines whether you end up being a male or a female. And those hormones will constantly clash until you're born. Though what might happen is that after you're born, the hormones will continue to clash, and that might be the defining factor of how you become homosexual.